Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Eagles and the Saints on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the number conclusion. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Carr gonna throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Kamara up the middle. And we get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
We can do this, offense!
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Safety Reed Blankenship. He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the play. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 30. A sizable 16-yard jump there. The drive continues. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field.
Well, it's intercepted. Drive killer there. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That fourth seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. Winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
On second down, Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Exploit them here on this drive. Make them jump offside.
From the gun, it's Carr. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. To return, here's Agnew. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 4. Sets up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 56 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
Go, 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 go!
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 18. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just have to come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Carr now on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again, it's caught. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Oh, Nelson's placed on the right. Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process, picks up the first down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the middle of Barkley to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Throwing is Hurts. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Like, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 1st down, Hurts. This one is down and goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making it ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Chase Young with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now to get trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll be knocked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Now Carr. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. The Bears are ready to make some noise in the playoffs as they finish off a 13-4 regular season.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quentin Jefferson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. Dancing away at the 35. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go to Barkley again. Hefty move. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hurts. Campbell making the catch. His 1st catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Barkley inside handoff. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Saints' 10-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Made his 1st, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Carr going to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. Carr to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
This one taken in by Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Carr able to locate his running back, Kamara. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Carr again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. On first down, Carr. He'll get this out to Kamara. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Carr. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints Its decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Motion left, Smith. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd down and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Shut him down, defense! Together, defense! Keep them together!
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm